Question 730. Would you rather go back to the past and meet your loved ones who have passed away, or go to the future to meet your children or grandchildren to be?
Your children could turn out to be fucking assholes at least.
Your great-grandparents could turn out to be fucking assholes. In fact, I think there's probably more of a chance that they would be.
In saying that, I was just looking at pictures of my nanny that had passed away. She's maybe 12 years dead or so, and I was looking at pictures of her not yesterday. So it would be nice to go back and spend time with my nanny. She was very good. Yeah, she was great.
You're more interested in the people that you've from your past than the potential future.
Yeah. Out of all my relatives that have passed away, I probably miss my nanny the most. My daughter's named after her. Like, well, her middle name's named after her.
Nerdy says, neither, but I'll go to the future. Jones says, future. Natty says, I won't have children. There's a running theme in this episode. There's quite a lot of children in this episode, actually. Say again?
But I guess I'll go back to the future because I won't have kids, but at the same time, that'd be interesting at least.
That's not within the spirit, but okay.
I don't want kids, and my family sucks. So.
Doc says, although I'll have no children, I'd rather go to the. We're not inventing a time machine here.
Either way, I still want to go to the future.
Granny.
Definitely the future.
Sarah, what if you could... Sorry.
I'd like to see how my grandchildren turn out when they're adults.
Very good. Same person. Go on, Beth, what were you going to say?
Well, Sarah, what if you could go back and meet your grandparents or great-grandparents and change how your family is by meeting them?
I wouldn't be able to because most of my family's craziness came from them being religious, and my family back then, religion was a thing. So me going back and saying, "Stop being religion, fuckers," would not work out.
Well, but that's the point. If you told them if you went back and proved to them who you were and tell them how it ended up, it might change their attitude about everything.
True.
If I went far enough back in my family line, they'd all end up being fucking bigoted bastard sectarian cunts like this.
Julie says...
I could try to go back and get my family to move out of Georgia, because a lot of the things do stem from being in Georgia, me being undereducated.
Julie says, psst, I'll tell my 4 times great-grandfather to stop owning people. Can't get much more of a cunt. Natty says, I won't have children. Natty also says, I'm going to the past to kill Hitler and take over his operation.
No.
Ricardo says, nothing for me in the future in that department. One last talk with my grandfather. Jenny says, past, have kids, then come back to here to enjoy them. No, we're not Alonzi. Alyssa Marie says, past, I miss them. Aunt Jer says, hard question. I know for a fact that some of my ancestors were horrible people. However, I don't want any spoilers of my life. Natty says, I'm going to the past and have to meet my grandparents. I'm going back to kill my grandfather after he has already given birth to my mum because he's a paedophile. Fuck him. I like that answer. Manda.
Can I go in the past and give them some stock advice or something and make my family rich? Fuck.
No.
Well, then I guess I just go in the future because my family sucks.
Beth.
I'd like to go back to the past to see my mom and sister, and then immediately after having my daughter, kill her father. So he wouldn't have spent 15 years molesting her.
Yeah, that works.
I would totally kill him. I would not have no bones about it after what he did to her.
Yeah. No, I can't disagree. Really. Nerdy says, I have no idea who my grandfather was. I think it was some American soldier. There's an awful lot of that in Britain. Sammy, it didn't get to be either of my grandfathers, so I'll go back. A good mix there. I thought people would err towards the future. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.